super excited that we can start our new digital classroom. Now maybe sometimes during the break you have felt like this. And maybe sometimes you felt like this. Or maybe you tried something new like me. As you'll see, I gave it my best shot.
Take the time to cut them off, I need. I know how to make the girl go crazy. When you treat her like your number one baby.
In that video, you saw my son Cameron. He's a sophomore. My daughter Elle, she is in 8th grade. And this is Tyler. He's in 6th grade and he's helping me shoot the videos. I think it's time to add some structure back into our lives. I'm really hoping that this digital geometry class will be fun for you and that you participate and we're really able to connect with each other. So this week I'm going to give you 2 ways that you can do that, and I'll explain that later in the video. So I wanted to just show you Google Classroom. That's really where everything's going to be sitting as far as the communication and all of your work. So this is just a test class that I created. You will have the class that you typically get on, and most of the work will be under classwork. So I'm creating folders. This week, the folder that you're going to use will be called Review because we are reviewing, and it will be our first week of review, so it's called Week 1, and then I have the dates for that week. Underneath that folder, we have 3 things for this week. So you have the HyperDoc, and then I have a general question that we can use kind of as a discussion board so that you can post questions about the assignments and students can actually answer each other's questions. And then also I have one last question that I would like for everyone to respond to. So the HyperDoc we're going to go ahead and look at. This is going to be the framework for our lessons. Each week it'll have these same sections. We'll have an Engage section and an Explore section. For Explain, this is where I'm planning to put a video for instruction. Right now, I'm making the video that will go in here. I'll put the link for that. And then the Apply section will have the activities that you need to do. So this week I have 3 activities. I have the link for those activities and then additional directions. This week I put in a lot of directions. I think as we kind of get used to the format, there won't be as many directions there. So those are your 3 activities. The share is going to lead you to the general discussion board. For reflection, you go ahead and type your response in here. And then I have at the end some extensions that you can work on. So this is where you're going to go to figure out what activities you're going to do for the week. So we have 2 concepts that we're going to review this week in our activities. The first one, and in reality they are the same concept. I'm just going to give you 2 different ways to look at it. So we have the triangle inequality theorem. That says that the sum of the 2 smaller sides of a triangle must be greater than the 3rd largest side. So when we're looking at a triangle, we know that the sum of the 2 sides here, A plus B, must be greater than the 3rd side, which is C. Okay, so that was our first concept. For the second concept, we are going to look at a problem. This is an example. It says find the range of possible values of the 3rd side of a triangle if the 2 other sides are 23 and 54. So remember with this, we would take our 2 sides, we're going to find the difference of them. So we take 54 minus 23, set that less than x, which is less than the sum of them, and we add them together. So our answer would be that our range of our 3rd side could be anything between 31 and 77, but does not include 31 or 77. So I would recommend potentially pausing the video for each of these concepts and writing them down so that you have them available when you do the activities. Years ago, people used to sit on their front porches, and that's how neighbors would connect. So for our digital classroom, our porch, or the way that we're going to connect this week, is going to be in 2 ways. One, I have a question on Google Classroom. It is, what have you been doing that you don't normally have time to do? I would like for you to post an answer and then also go back and reply to other people's answers. So maybe ask some questions about it or just leave positive comments. And then the second way is I have a selfie spaghetti slide, Google slide, that we are all going to be posting selfies of us doing are spaghetti triangles, which this will make sense when you get into the HyperDoc. And that's one slide is going to be for all of my geometry students. So I'm hoping that you will post a selfie and we can kind of see each other and what we're doing. So that's all we have for this week. I hope that you all are doing well, and I will look forward to connecting with you digitally.